Good morning. It appears to be about 3 minutes before the top of the hour, and I'm excited to be here, and I'm just looking forward to sharing with you today. First, I'm going to begin with our rainbow crystal bowl that Sasha gave us for our birthdays, and I safely got it upstairs, so just enjoy. Sit back, put your favorite oil on, and just listen to these beautiful frequencies. Downstairs again. And good morning and happy Sunday. Today I was not sure exactly what I was going to speak about, and then I opened Facebook this morning first thing, and it brought it all into focus, believe it or not. I saw a post about how you see color, and this made me think also. I've been conversing, having lots of conversation messages back and forth with my good friend Carol Pipes in Virginia, who actually introduced me to the beauties of color. So how does that fit in with, have you reached your limit of positivity? I think most of us have really and truly just had a struggle many times during these past many months. I've been here in Bali for 8 months, but I think it's been about 6 months that everyone has really had to make a lot of adjustments. And we really are up to here, maybe up to here. So today we're going to talk about what we can do. First of all, as I said, the color is going to enter into it. But when we lose our grounding, we lose our connection with the source, we lose our connection with positive things. Nothing positive happens when we lose our grounding, so that is going to be the number one thing to do. And so that's what rainbow healing is all about, teaching us to connect with the source, to secure our grounding, and to pay attention. Those of you who have been following me for a long time understand that I say the same things over and over sometimes in different words, but it's basically the same thing, which is all about creating our sacred space, about sitting down and understanding who you are, who you choose to be. What makes you happy? Well, one of the things that makes me happy is color. And most of my life, I chose bland colors around me, very soft, neutral colors. And I was afraid to stand out with color. And when Carol introduced me to using color, to surrounding me with color, and to make every day a celebration, it was a totally different way of living. So if color is your thing, in fact, that's where the rainbow healing comes in, because color does have those frequencies, different frequencies. Those dull, dark, neutral colors will tend to bring down the frequency. The more vibrant or the clearer colors with more clarity, will have a higher frequency. And that frequency, as we put it around us, is going to permeate our own energy. And it's going to enhance our frequency. So, the first thing to do is to sit down. You can write it on your refinement list on the app. But what are the things that do make you happy? What are the things that bring you joy? I've identified one for me, that color, that when I have color around me, I am actually, whatever I'm feeling, I feel happier. I feel more joy. When I apply essential oils, I just totally am as a child. This Facebook post that I saw this morning, one of these little tests, was how do you see these colors? And it mentioned all these different colors. I actually shared this on my personal page, something that I don't normally do. But it was fun. And that is a key to being more positive. What brings fun in your life? I found out that I see color as an 18-year-old. Here I am at 77, and I'm seeing color as an 18-year-old. Perhaps that's because it was only about 18 or 20 years ago, around 20, 25 or 30 years ago, that I began bringing color into my life, bringing these more positive frequencies in. It was in 1998 that I began using the Young Living essential oils and bringing those higher frequencies. What is your favorite essential oil? Is it a single oil or a blend? What do you reach for when you would like to have something a little extra to bring you joy? Well, Sacred Mountain is one of the first things that I reach for, because Sacred Mountain has that frequency of the sacred space. It holds that energy of pushing out all that chaos that we are all bombarded with all the time. And the more we read negative things or allow them to penetrate into our being, the less grounded we will be and the less joy will be in our lives. So Sacred Mountain is something that I personally douse myself with multiple times a day. Intending every time to create that sacred space, that beautiful place where I am in harmony and where all of those things that bring me down are outside of my field. You may choose inspiration. Inspiration is something that I love to apply as well, quite often. As I said, what brings joy into your life? Really and truly, that's what we're looking for, joy. When we're experiencing joy, we are positive. Our energy is soaring. So this may be that perfect blend for you. Do you reach for single oils or do you reach for blends when you're feeling that you require a little extra? What you choose is up to you, and it may not be the same thing every day. I'm pretty much a routine person. I love doing the same thing. Sacred Mountain and Believe will always be very close to me and be utilized multiple times. In fact, I think I'll have some more Believe shower right now. But another thing, harmony. That may be the blend for you. I have all of my rainbow healing oils right here in this pouch, and I apply them multiple times because that's exactly what the journey of the glyphs is all about. It is that step-by-step focusing and bringing those frequencies into your field. If you love crystals, I love playing with my crystals. And this has been a very exciting time right now for Stephen and me, because our lease on our apartment in Singapore is up and the owner is going to live there. So we are in the position of not being there and having our apartment closed up. So things are coming down here. If you could see what is in front of me other than my phone, which is I'm staring at, I've got boxes everywhere to go through for all these things. But some of the things that came down that I totally had not thought about, because I've been here for 8 months in Bali, was this amber. It's actually an amber necklace, and amber anchors that frequency of authenticity, the frequency of cedar wood essential oil and copaiba. And rubbing these amber with those, this is the first time these ambers, crystals, have seen the rest of my crystals. They're learning to play together. But it decided it wanted to be here this morning with you. And this, when I see this, it makes me happy because I'm reminded of where it came from. This is, Stephen and I were in Venice in 2015, right before the Young Living cruise that departed from Venice. And we were in San Marcos Square, and we saw a young girl who was had these amber and was making this jewelry. So we stood and watched while we made this. So this makes it special. And every time I see this, every time I hold it, I have that memory of the joy of that trip. And it makes me happy. Now, where is the frequency of happy? The frequency of happiness is way up here. It's going to bring me way up, and it's going to preserve my positivity. It's going to push out all that negativity that we are all bombarded with at all times. So whatever it is that makes you happy, that gives you joy. I looked at my crystals and I tested this morning, just like a little child would do as I'm playing before Facebook Live. I'm deciding what's going to be around me because it gives me joy to look here. If you could see I have my desk. I'm standing in case you're not aware of that, because I had an extra little desk that's portable made so I could put it on top of it and have my standing desk, because I like to move around. And I have my goblet my hand-blown recycled glass that has all the tumblestones of rainbow healing in there. And I love having these energies right next to me. And some of the other things that I have next to me is, this just came down from Singapore, rose quartz, which is that energy that ylang-ylang holds, that energy of harmony, of everything working together. And isn't that what we would all choose in our lives? Everything working together. Within our physical forms, this is going to create wellness. Within our relationships, this is going to create harmonious relationships. Get rid of all of that anger. It's going to eliminate those things from your life that you choose not to have in your life. And again, I encourage you to really sit down and to write those things that really make you happy. Those things that bring joy to you, that you really would choose to have in your life. And write them down. Look at that list. And those things that you absolutely do not allow, will not, under any circumstances, allow in your life. They may be there now, but the goal is to eliminate them from your life experience. So you're living fully on that positive side with all of those things that you really, really feel give you joy. Now, I have other toys around me. I have a bunch of my colored sunglasses that Stephen gave me. And I don't wear sunglasses often, but I do wear them. I don't know what I'm picking up. I'm not looking. So what have I got? Oh, I've gotten the rose-colored ones, the pink ones. So I'm going to look at the world through these pink rose-colored glasses. Incidentally, there were some darker glasses that I choose to push aside. I put the ones that are the colors I like, that make me happy, that bring me joy. I put them on top, and let's see what colors they are. I have yellow. Yellow's a happy color for me. I love looking at the world through yellow glasses. Let's see what else I have. Purple. I love the purple. Purple is one of my two favorite colors. It's also one of Stephen's, so we surround ourselves with a lot of purple. And I have my turquoise. Turquoise is my favorite color of all. So I love looking around, seeing the world through turquoise glasses. And I also today I pulled out the happy orange ones. So whatever it takes to allow you to focus upon those things that do bring joy into your life experience, write them down. If we don't write them down and focus on them, we don't remember what they are. Would you agree? I love notes and I love reminders. I mean, my phone is ringing for me all the time with all my reminders because it assists me in focusing on the things that will bring joy into my life. And I choose to have lots and lots of joy. This is a blend I didn't like initially. However, at that time, I was not very joyful. There was very little that brought me joy. Another blend, another single oil that I will always have around me now is the Northern Lights Black Spruce. This is just such an amazing oil. How many of you love Northern Lights Black Spruce? And how many of you knew that is now the spruce that is in the Valor blend? I feel that just really and truly made that blend even more special for me, and that was a special blend for Gary Young. he also put some of the Northern Lights black spruce into my favorite, into Sacred Mountain and into Believe. So I challenge you this week to take that time. Think about the things that do bring you joy, and also those things that bring you down, that weight you down. So as you're going through your day, focus on those things. Whenever you have one moment that things are not going right, and we all have those. Most everyone has them just about every day. Would you agree? If things are not going right, take a deep breath and focus on what it is that makes you happy. I think about color. I close my eyes and I think of color, or I look at something because I am surrounded with my favorite colors. All I have to do is open my eyes and I can see them. I can feel them. I can experience them. Just like a happy child. Forgetting about all of those things, those negatives that are driving us downward at all times. The things that are bombarding us unless we focus and pay attention and focus on those things that do give us joy. So I challenge you this week to have fun. And in order to have fun, understand what it is that does bring joy into your life. It may not be anything like what brings joy into my life. For one thing, I can't share Stephen with you, and he brings joy into my life. But whatever it is that brings joy, you can bring that into your life experience every single moment of the day, simply by focus and intent. So have a beautiful, beautiful week filled with lots of happy, joyful, playful things. And I'll see you next Sunday.